Welcome to my drum solo choreography video. I'm Rania. I chose this drum solo from Dr. Sammy Farag's Midnight Magic CD because the music is not a constant 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 that's easy to choreograph to or predictable enough to improvise to. There are some sections of this drum solo that are in fact 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but there are also sections where there's just sort of rolling drumming, which can be difficult if you're caught off guard to choreograph to or to improvise to. So the best way to deal with that, what this video is trying to accomplish, is to give you some combinations that work well with that type of drum solo. So let's begin our drum solo choreography with our weight on the left, right toe pointed, right hip lifted, and when I say lifted, I mean lifted into the rib cage. So the rib cage is straight and the hip is tucked in here. Hands in the hair, and we're going to alternate dropping and kicking. So we're going to drop the hip, lift, and then brush with a foot or kick, lift, drop, lift, kick, lift, drop, lift, kick, lift. We do that 4 times. After the 4th time, the hands come out of the hair, step slightly to the side on the right, and we're going to do a figure 8 as we put our weight onto the right, a figure 8 as we catch up with the left, another figure 8, and then a lock. And here's the lock. I'm going to keep a lift in my chest and just pull in on my lower abdominals while I tuck my pelvis underneath me. And notice my knees bend slightly. You have to pull in on the lower abdominals, and notice that my spine, which is curved in a relaxed position, is now rounded for the lock. So again, from here, drop and kick, drop and kick, drop and kick, drop and kick, step to the right, figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, lock, to the left, figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, lock, figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, lock, figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, lock. Bring the right foot in so the legs are together. We're going to pivot a little bit so we're diagonal to the audience. And now we're going to do an omi. Omi, 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 reverse camel up, camel down. Let me break down the omi really quick. If I want my hip to go to the right, I'm going to bend the left knee. If I want my hips to come forward, I'm going to straighten both knees and lean the pelvis forward. If I want my hip to go to the left, I'm going to bend the right knee. And if I want my hips to go to the back, I'm going to bend both knees and come out of tuck. So I have this curve in the spine. And that's an omi. Right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back. If you smooth it out, remember to keep your feet, your knees and ankles together. And there's an omi. So after the last figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, lock, feet together, omi, 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 roll up, chest down, pivot, diagonal the other direction, omi, 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 roll up, roll down, pivot again, this time arms up, omi, 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 roll up, roll down, last one, pivot, omi, 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 roll up, roll down. And in this position, our left hip is facing the audience diagonally. All we do is drop one arm, and now we have these diagonal arms. I'm going to point the left toe, so my hip is lifted, and I'm going to drop 1, 2, and on the 3rd time, I'm going to bend the supporting leg. So it's 1, 2, plie, and when I straighten the supporting leg, I'm going to bring the left leg to the back and switch so that I can repeat this on the other side. Let's try it. Drop, drop, plie, switch legs and arms. Point the right toe. Drop, drop, plie, switch, drop, drop, plie, switch. Last one, drop, drop, plie, switch. And when this right leg comes back, don't put the weight on the back. Keep the weight on the left, because we're going to bring that right foot forward again. We're going to layer a shimmy over it for a right foot forward, right foot back. Right foot forward, right foot back. Right foot forward, right foot back. Last one, right foot forward, right foot back. And that's part 1. Stay in this position, because part 2 will begin in this position. Let's review part 1 again. Hands in the hair, drop and kick, drop and kick, drop and kick, drop and kick, twist, 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 lock, figure eight, figure eight, figure eight, lock, figure eight, figure eight, figure eight, lock, figure eight, figure eight, figure eight, lock, omi, 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 roll up, roll down, omi, 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 roll up, roll down, arms up, omi, 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 roll up, roll down, last one, omi, 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 roll up, roll down, and drop and plie, switch, drop and plie, switch, drop and plie, switch, drop and plie, switch, right foot forward, right foot back, right foot forward, right foot back, right foot forward, right foot back, last one, right foot forward, right foot back. Good. Now we're ready to move on to part 2. Part 2 begins in this position. We're going to shoulder shimmy as we plie the supporting leg. Keep your toe pointed on your left foot, the foot that's facing the audience, and you'll need that for support so that you don't fall forward or back. So we're going to shoulder shimmy down, and when we get down, we're going to lift the chest and drop, and the count is shoulder, 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 chest up, chest down, and then up. Shoulder, 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 chest up, chest down. Repeat. Shoulder, 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 chest up, chest down, and shoulder, 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 chest up, chest down. Now, we're going to keep everything from the waist down exactly the way it is, and rotate the upper body so your rib cage is facing forward, your chest is facing forward, yet your lower half of your body is still profiled to the audience. And hold your arms out as though you're bracing yourself between two walls. And you'll hear the accent in the music why this makes sense. But we're going to drop the hip, drop, and chest, drop and drop, hip, drop, drop, chest, drop, drop, 3 times, last one, drop, drop, chest, drop, drop, and we'll hear the accent again a 4th time, but this time we're going to sort of push the stomach out and in like a mini flutter. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I can't do it and talk at the same time, so I'll just do it and keep my mouth shut. Okay? From there, bring your arms into an L shape, and remember the lower half of our body has not moved in quite a while. We're going to stay in this position, come up on the toes, and now with the left leg, we're stepping forward and back and pushing the hip forward and back, like this. And I'm almost adding a little figure 8 here to make the hips look smooth and sinuous. And the count is front and back and front and back and front and back and front and front. Back and front and back and front and back and front and back and back. Front and back and front and back and front and back and front and front. Last one. Back and front and back and front and back and front and back and back. Good. So basically it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay, let's just do a quick review of part 2. With our profile to the audience, it's shoulder, 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 chest up, chest down, shoulder, 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 chest up, chest down, shoulder, 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 chest up, chest down, shoulder, 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 chest up, chest down. Rotate the top half of the body only, and hips drop, 2, chest drop, 2, hips drop, 2, chest drop, 2, hips drop, 2, chest drop, 2, and stomach. L arms, and front and back and front and back and front and back and front and front, back and front and back and front and back and front and back and back, front and back and front and back and front and back and front and front, back and front and back and front and back and front and back and back. So moving on to part 3, from here, we're going to bring the arms down, up on both toes, and I'm going to go step out with the left, twist as I catch up with the right. So it's a step, twist, and then I'm going to lean my rib cage and my arm, like I'm doing half a snake arm, and I have a string on my elbow and it's pulling my chest out and back in again. So again, from here, back to center, and step, twist, reach out, reach back. And notice when I reach out and back, my left foot is coming out. So from here, step, twist, reach out, reach back. And when I come back, I'm doing this little shuffle. Watch my feet. From here, face front, step, twist, reach out, reach back. Now my weight is centered so I can repeat on the other side. Step, twist, reach out, reach back. Step, twist, reach out, reach back. Step, twist, reach out, reach back. Stay on your toes. And now it's a vertical figure 8, so the hip is going to come up to the side, down, and back to center, like we're making circles with our hip facing forward, drawing circles in the air this way. Okay, so figure 8, down, reverse camel up, reverse camel down. Repeat into releve, figure 8, down, roll up, roll down, figure 8, down, roll up, roll down, and on the last one, figure 8, down. Stay there for a moment. You'll hear it in the music. Now we're going to come into releve, arms up, and we're going to choo-choo, which is a shimmy on your toes. Try to keep the choo-choo in the knees. Keep the action of the shimmy in the knees. Don't stomp your feet. Of course your feet will be moving because you're traveling, but watch my knees, how they're really have a lot of action going, and that's taking the pressure off my feet. So after the last figure 8, down, pause for one moment, up into releve, arms up. I'm going to choo-choo, and I'm going to layer a reverse camel. So I'm pushing the pelvis up as I choo-choo. If you can't choo-choo with the reverse camel, at least try the reverse camel without the choo-choo. But from here, it's 1, 2, 3, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-choo. Reverse, 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 choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-choo. Reverse, 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 choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-choo. Reverse, 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 choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-choo. And then you'll hear an accent in the music. We're going to pop the left hip to the back and shimmy, flat-footed, regular shimmy with the knees. Pop the hip to the front, shimmy. Pop the right hip to the side, shimmy. And then left hip to the side and shimmy. Good. Let's review part 3 again. Part 2 ends here. Part 3 begins face front, step, twist, reach out and back. Step, twist, reach out and back. Step, twist, reach out and back. Step, twist, reach out, reach back. Figure 8, down, roll up, roll down. Figure 8, down, roll up, roll down. Figure 8, down, roll up, roll down. Figure 8, down, pause. Arms up into releve. 1, 2, 3, choo-choo. 1, 2, 3, choo-choo. Reverse, 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 choo-choo. Last one, reverse, 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 choo-choo. And accent back, shimmy, front, shimmy, right, shimmy, left, shimmy. Good. Let's move on to part 4. So we end part 3, feet together, hands at our sides, shimmying with the knees. And remember, this is not a shimmy in plie. It's not an old style shimmy. This is an Egyptian shimmy where we're keeping pelvic tuck, nice lift in the chest, straight legs, and just pushing the knees out. So we begin part 4 from this position, and we're going into a duck walk. I'm sure this movement has a different name somewhere else in the world, but for the purpose of this video, it's a duck walk. The feet are going to weight change, right, left, right, left, right, left. And as we change weight, we're going to lean the hip out over each foot. And we're going to accent with the hands going in the direction of the hip. So it's right, left, right, left, right, left. And then shimmy, but we're going to layer a camel over the shimmy. We're going to stay here, but I'm turning sideways just to demonstrate. So from the Egyptian shimmy where my knees are straight, not bent, not in plie, my knees are straight, and I'm pushing the knees out. Because this movement is coming from a straight leg, my hips are actually quite mobile, and I have less tension in my legs because I'm not in plie supporting the weight of my body. So it's easy for me to push my knees out while I lean the chest forward and back and then pull in on the lower abdominals. So that's how I'm going to layer my camel over my shimmy. Okay? So from the end of part 3 where we're shimmying, we're going to go right, left, right, left, right, left, shimmy and camel. Repeat. Right, left, right, left, right, left, shimmy and camel. And now with the right leg going back, we're going to go back, front, back, back, front, back. I'm going to turn sideways now to demonstrate. The feet are going to do a weight change, back, front, back, back, front, back. And we're going to layer a camel, just of the pelvis, just a pelvic camel over. So it's back, front, back, back, front, back. Okay? After the duck walk and the camel and shimmy, it's back, front, back, back, front, back, shoulder shimmy, lean forward, shoulder shimmy, lean back. Right hands and hip come forward. 1 and 2, camel and shimmy. And that's part 4. Let's review it. From here, the end of part 3, right, left, right, left, right, left, camel and shimmy. Right, left, right, left, right, left, camel and shimmy. Back, front, back, shoulders forward and back. Right hip forward, left hip forward, camel and shimmy. And that's part 4. Let's move on to part 5. So we end part 4 with our feet together, arms at our sides, shimmying with a camel. And to begin part 5, we're going to go into releve with these L-shaped arms. We're going to travel to the right with a hip twist walk. And since we're traveling right, my right arm will be pointing to the right. To begin the hip twist walk, as we step with the right, the hips are going to twist forward on the left. And as we catch up with the left, it will twist forward on the right. And it's 1, 2, 3, change. So I came out of releve, did a graceful arm gesture to come back up into releve, ready to repeat the same hip twist walk on the left and the same count. 1, 2, 3, and. Now we're going to do that same back, front, back as the legs, the feet go back, front, back with a camel. So it's back, front, back, step back with the left, step front with the right, and turn. And the count is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Repeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now I'm going to step forward a little bit, and I'm going to twist the hip twice to the left, and twice to the right, like this in releve, right, right, left, left. Then I'm going to pivot and face the right wall, and I'm going to step towards it, right, right, left, left. Now I'm going to pivot to the back wall and step towards it, right, right, left, left. And I'm going back where I came, right, right, left, left. And stay here because we begin part 6 here in releve, facing left hip profile to the audience. So we ended part 5 with the twist and twist and twist and twist. To begin part 6, I'm going to stay in releve, keep my body angled at this position. I'm going to lift my arms up, and I'm going to do a seat walk. The easiest way to do this would be to bring one leg behind so you have some front and back leverage. If you bring one leg slightly behind you. And I'm just going to pull in on the lower abdominals and tuck my pelvis underneath me in a sharp way. This is used as an accent. Remember to keep a lift in your chest so you don't drop the chest. It's a natural tendency to drop the chest as you tuck the pelvis, so keep it lift in the chest, arms in front, and the accent is 1, 2, 3, choo 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 choo, and as you choo choo, you're facing front. One hand on top of the other, right toe and hip out, 1, 2, 3, choo choo, and then lower into a shimmy. Right elbow and hip out, left, right, shimmy, 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 and toss your hair to the right, left, right, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Come up into releve again and choo choo, 1, 2, 3, 4, and head down. And you'll hear the accent of the music where the head goes down. And keep the head down because that's where we'll begin the last grand finale, part 7. Let's review part 6 one more time. From the end of part 5, we're going to bring our arms up and seat walk 3 times for an accent. 1, 2, 3, choo 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 choo, facing front. One hand on top of the other, right, left, right, shimmy, 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 right, left, right, shimmy, 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 right, left, right, shimmy, 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 choo choo. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. And part 7, the grand finale, we begin part 7 where we ended part 6 with our head over. When we come up, I want to cross the hands in front of each other, and you'll see why, because it will help clear your hair out of your face as you come up gracefully. And also halfway through coming up from the head down position, I want to begin shimmying. So let's start from the end of part 6, hands crossed in front of the other. Slowly as you come up, begin shimmying, push the hair out of your way. And we're going to shimmy for about a count of 4. This section is difficult to time because it's a little bit intricate. You'll probably have to listen to it and go over it a few times to learn the music and rely less on the count. But we're going to shimmy for about a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the music will change, and we're going to go into a camel over this shimmy and pause. Camel over a shimmy again and pause. From here, you'll hear the music change again. We're going to go into about 4 ohms, somewhere between 3.5 and 4 ohms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's going to transition into a locking ohmi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 8 and 2, sorry. Locking ohmi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. There'll be a slight pause, and then a bounce shimmy. A bounce shimmy is keeping the heels flat on the floor. We're going to bend both knees at the same time as opposed to alternating the knees. So it's bounce, 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 bounce. Some people like to keep their weight forward on the bounce. I prefer to keep my weight back on my heels. It gives me more stability. And you want it to be very loose. And you want, of course, time it with the music. We're going to bounce straight for 2 counts of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the 3rd count of 8, you'll hear an accent, and we'll bring our arms up. Keep bouncing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms down on the next accent for a count of 8. On the next accent, arms to the side with the back of your hand to your forehead, as if, oh my God, I just can't take it anymore. And keep bouncing for a count of 8. On the last 8 count, same thing, other side. And I'm doing a little hand wave, hand circle, as I go from one to another. That's helping emphasize the pose. Okay? So let's just, from the bounces. Bounce 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bounce 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to count in 4s. Cross the arms over the chest. Cross 2, 3, 4. Down 2, 3, 4. Cross 2, 3, 4. Up 2, 3, 4. Cross 2, 3, 4. Down 2, 3, 4. Cross 2, 3, 4. Up 2, 3, 4. And now arms at the sides. Twist 2, 3, 4, bounce 2, 3, 4. 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 So there's 4 of the twist 2, 3, 4, bounce 2, 3, 4 combinations. After the 4th one, it's up into releve. We're going to choo-choo for 2 counts of 8. But this is not a fast choo-choo. You're going to keep that same rhythm, boom, 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 and just pretend your knees are what's making that sound. So it's choo-choo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right hip forward. Right hip forward. Weight back on the left. Turn, hip up, hip down on the final accent. Good. Let's review the grand finale, part 7. From the down position, we're going to come up with our hands crossed to bring our hair back, shimmying as we come up. Shimmy for a count of 4. Layer a camel over the shimmy and pause. Camel over the shimmy, pause. Omi, 2, 3, 4, locking omi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. And bounce 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bounce 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. cross 2, 3, 4, down 2, 3, 4, cross 2, 3, 4, up 2, 3, 4, cross 2, 3, 4, down 2, 3, 4, cross 2, 3, 4, up 2, 3, 4, twist 2, 3, 4, bounce 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 2, 3, 4, choo choo 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right hip forward, weight on the left, turn hip up and drop. Good job. I hope you enjoy the drum solo choreography, and I hope it's useful to you in your dancing. See you in the next video.